Okay guys, we're going to move on with the build now. And if you guys are wondering, everything that came with shipment 24, we got issues 91, 92, 93, and 94. And I did a separate video specific for everything that came in this. So we're going to get right to the build right now. So let's put these aside. First issue we're going to start with is issue 91. So let's get all the little goodies out of the packaging. Make sure I got everything. Yep. Okay, so we got the paneling for the primary hull. We've got the secondary hull, and this is going to be nice. Let me show you guys. This is going to fit right on where we had left off. We're doing the secondary hull, and this part is going to go on right here, and it's going to fit over just like that. So before we get to that, there's a bunch of things we have to do with that. So let's put that aside, and let's get right into it. Alright, stage 91 assembly. We're going to be working on this part of the saucer. So, this should be relatively painless. We've done more than enough of these. We're going to be putting the escape pods in. We're going to need 3 of those. And those are going to be held in place with these little panels. Let's see, we got 91E. The other one is 91F. Let's see, those are going to be held in place with AM screws. These are DP, okay. And we got the AM screws right here. We're going to need 3 of them. There. Alright, so let's see. Probably going to put the windows in, or the reflective panel in next. Yep. And we're going to use an AM screw for that as well. So let's put the windows in. And we're going to make sure we have it the right way. And then we got the backing that goes on. And again, that's going to be an AM screw. Here we are. So we're going to have the windows light up by that LED. We have the escape pods in. All right, what's next? It looks like we're going to put the phaser array on. And that's going to go just like that. Let's see, that's going to be held in place with the DP screws, and we have 2 of those. And I'll just start them and then I'll tighten them, because these are going into plastic. So these will be easy to strip. Here we are. It's going to be like that. Nice. It's a little bit better. All right. Okay, let's see. What are we going to do? That's it for stage 91. So we're going to move on to stage 92. Let's put these aside. We've got the part that we've already worked on. Let's put this aside. So let's get stage 92. And we've got windows in this one. So let's put that aside for a minute. First thing we're going to do, we're going to put some windows in. So you can see the pattern. Let's see. Let's do the room lights that are going to be off first. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We need 13. Okay, we got all the room lights that are going to be off. So let's see, for the on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We need 10 of them that are on. These things can be so finicky. There. Hopefully you guys can see that. Okay, now we got to put the backings on. So we have 92B and 92C. So the one on the left is going to be the larger one, and that's, let's see, it says 92B, it says 92. All right, this one's going to go on the left-hand side. And those are going to be held in place. We're going to put AP screws in to begin with, because later on we have to fish the lights in. So I'm not going to tighten them up just yet, only because I'm thinking we're going to be putting the, let's see, we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. So 921 is the longer one. Okay, so we got to put the longer one in. Just to double check. Okay. So we're going to be using the longer one for this. Let's put everything else aside because we got to bring out the saucer section. I think we're going to be going to this side because we need to do the light. So we have some bulbs that are still out, so that's probably going to go in the top of those. So we need to take the bulbs and we're going to run them through. Let's see, we got to run it through to the circuit board and we'll put that in, let's see, right over here. Alright, so one's going to come out there. So the red is going to go on the left side. Okay. So they're going to be coming through. The yellow is going to be on the left, the red's going to be on the right. And we got to make sure they're underneath the skeleton because once we lock the plates down, it could damage the wires. We've got this one from the previous build. Okay, so those three are all set. So now we're going to take the second set and we're going to run these through. Let's see, these are going to go pretty much the same area. The red one's going to be on the left. So these two, the longest ones, are going to be going into the bottom. We got to put AP screws in. Alright, I want to make sure all the windows are still, yep, the windows are still in place. Alright, now we got to take the other one. And this one is going to go on this side. Just like that. Alright, let me get a screw ready. Make sure the windows are in place still. Whew, okay. So, and what we're going to do is they're going to flip over. And this is going to go, I believe, on the outer part. like that down at the edge, right here. Okay, what do we need to do? We have to put the part we just did. That's going to go on. Let me just make sure that that's it. Yep. Okay, so now we got to take this section. This is going to go like this, and now we need to put the lights in. This is going to go like that. That's going to be held in place. Let's see. It's going to be the FM screws that are going to hold all of this in place. Okay, this light is getting in the way. Let's put that to the side. See, I got to make sure that the wires, I'm going to bend them back. It's got to be locked in place. I'm going to make sure that everything is all set and that there are no wires that are buried in there. Like that. And that is going to get the FM screws. I just seen the FM screws. So I'm just going to start them. I'll tighten them up in a minute. I just want to make sure they're secure and that the panels are in. Okay, that's in. So, okay. That looks, remember guys what I was telling you about those windows? There was no bulb there, but there was a bulb on the frame. Actually, I like that on. So let's go ahead, shut it off, and I think we're ready to move on to the next section. We got another section of the primary hull to put in. All right. Oh, actually now we're going to move over. We're going to start working on a secondary hull. And we do have windows. And let's see, that's going to go in this section right here. That was relatively painless. And we have one escape pod. And we're going to put this like right like so. Okay, and I guess that's it for now. Now we're going to move on to stage 93. All right, what do we got to do with this now? Okay, keeping with this section, we're going to be putting, let's see, that is 93F. And I think this is 93F. And this is going to go right here. Or it seems like it would go right there. And what do we got to do with this now? All right. We got two 93Gs. So let me see if these are the same size. Yep, all right, they're the same size, so that's good. So we're going to take one of the yellows. And we're going to put one in. The red is going to be off to the left. I guess that'll be for something else for this section. So we're going to take the yellow. We're going to put it in this side. And we're going to take one with the red with the other one. And the other one, the red is going to go off to the side. Again, probably to light something else, and we're going to put the yellow half in this side. But it's see, this just doesn't lock into place. It's like it doesn't want to be there. That's going to be held in place with the BP screws, and I just seen that packet. Where the FM? Here they are. BP. I'll tell you, man, this just did not want to line up at all. I am not touching this anymore. This thing is a nightmare, at least for me. It just won't click into place. And I know I didn't do it wrong. This is the way that it's supposed to be in the instructions. Okay. All right, let's move on from that. Let's see what we're going to do. Hopefully we move on to more of the saucer section, because that was just... Yep. Okay, now we're going to move on to something that those of you that are building this model, you know we do quite a bit. A lot of escape pods. We put this miserable thing aside. Okay. Now we're going to do some escape pods. And we got the metal piece. And... we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to need 10 of them. Okay, that's going to be held in place with the backing. And that's going to be secured with, let's see, the AM screws. All right, we got one here we might as well use up. There we are. And that's where the screw is going to go, the screw cover. And it looks like we're going to put the outer rim on now. And it's going to go just like this. I love hearing that click. That's going to be held in place with the IM screws. Here we are. We're going to take this now. We're going to make sure we get the screw cover. We're going to put that into the saucer section, and we're going to need FM screws. So we're going to need 2 of those. So we'll use up, this is the extra one. And I like to keep mine on a towel to keep it like a cushion. All right. Now the good thing about the edge parts is that there aren't any lights. So this is going to go like so. We're going to make sure it lines up and clicks into place. But on the same token, we have to make sure that it clips or hooks over the outer part to bring it together. Okay, now let's take a FM screw, because I want to make sure that the overhang is catching the top part. So let's just put these in quickly, and I'll tighten them up in a minute, but I want you guys to see what I'm talking about. See how we've gone over the edge, going all the way around? That's going to bring it together. So this is all set. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to tighten this section in now. It's getting so awkward to handle. All right. There we are. We have the screw cover now that we're going to put on to finish the section. You get the little piton that goes in, just like that. There. Look at that now. Oop. I can't wait until we screw the battery pack in just to keep it. Let's put her on. Make sure everything is nice and secure. Let's see, I'm thinking this could be tightened a little bit more. There, and that'll interlock with the next section. Okay, that looks good. I think we're going to do the same thing now with another piece. So let's put her aside for a moment. And again, it's pretty awkward to handle. It'll be ever so gentle. Okay, now we're moving on to stage 94. This is the last issue for this shipment. Okay, we've got escape pods. This is metal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to need 8 of the escape pods now. And you know what? We have 2 left over from the previous issue, so now why not use those first? Okay, we're going to put the plate to hold it in place, and that would be section or piece 94C. Let's see, how is this going to go? This is going to go just like this. We're going to be using AM screws. Here we are. And we're going to put the outer part on. We got the rim. Let me see. It looks like it's going to go this way. And again, we're going to use the IM screws. Here we are. Okay, I think we're going to be putting that into the saucer section. Let's put the screw cover aside. Again, I think we're going to be using FM screws for that. And again, we're going to have to hook it and we put it into place over the bottom. It looks pretty good. All right, let's put a screw in first. We're going to need 2. All right, again, let's just make sure that it's overhanging, it's clipping in place. That's good. Okay, let's tighten her up. Here we are. Okay, now we're going to put the little screw cover on, and hey man, we got another section done, another little pizza pie slice that's all set, closing in the bottom of the primary hull. There we are. And again, you can see it's clipping it in place. What do we got next to do? Okay, there's that little piece. Okay, this is going to go in right over here, and I got to make sure not to lose this. All right, so the bulb, if I can figure out where it goes in, so it should go in right here, like that. And that's going to go in over there. All right, to show you guys what I had to do, I took the panel we just did off again because we have to run the beacon under the frame, and that would have been nice to know earlier. And the big thing, we can't put the wires in between the plates, because what'll happen is if we put the wire over the metal frame, when you tighten it down, it's going to damage the wire. See how it's flashing the red beacon? All right, now that is going to go right in that little groove, just like that. And now we got to put the plate back on. And again, I have to overhang it. There, I think I got it. All right, let's Let's tighten one of the screws in. And just like we did last time, I got to check to make sure it's overhanging or it's clipping the two halves together. So let me just start this. Hopefully you guys can see the beacon. There. Just like that. And when we do the next section, it's going to clip it in and it's going to bring it where it's inside. Okay, that looks good. And go ahead and I'm going to tighten it up now. There we are. You guys can see that red beacon. Okay, that looks good. We got that in. And again, I wonder if you guys can see the wires. All the wires that we work with, we got to make sure are sandwiched in between the frame. We can't have them going over. And this is a light for the next time, but yeah, we got to make really sure, because once we tighten a plate against the frame, the wire can get damaged, can even be cut. All right, that's done. Let's put the screw cover back on. Okay, that's all set. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, we're going back to the bottom now. I guess we got to do the same thing for the other side. So we're going to take this section again, and this time we're going to put the windows in on the other side. I hope they fit better. Just like that. And then we're going to put another escape pod in over there. Okay, that looks like that's it. We don't have another section to put on. And that's it. We go into the Okay, so let's recap what we were doing. So let's bring out our beautiful, lovely lady. And again, guys, if you're working on this model, it's a good thing to not just rest it on the table. I like to put it on a thick towel. It's almost like a pillow, because you don't want to damage the bridge. This is the one, this is going to be for another build. We did that. So we put another section on. And I think I'm going to take you off the tripod and I'll show you it with the lights on and what we did. But we also did this section of the secondary hull, and this is going to go on the bottom where we did. You can see where the phaser array is going to come. So in the next shipment we'll probably do the other side, and we'll probably finish the windows and lights, and we'll actually put it on the frame. So we did this section, and we did another pie section of the primary hull. We did these two sections. We did this section of windows. We did this one with the escape pods. We got the phaser array, and we have more of the windows. Hopefully you can see the red, and I think that's port. And we had done not too long ago, we did the green, which was starboard. I hope it shows up green. You can see the lights. We're starting to fill in. Now we're more than halfway done now, filling in the bottom of the primary hull. You can see all the lights coming around to the section we just did. You guys remember I was telling you that like these little windows, the recessed windows, don't have lights. But on the frame, perfect example is right here. We had put bulbs in on the frame, and that actually is responsible for lighting up these lights. For the windows. And of course we got to flip it over, and I got to show you guys the top. I just have to make sure that the battery pack doesn't come crashing down. Because we got to look at the top, right? Look at that, guys. I love it. We've got green for starboard. And coming around, now we have red for port. And The next section we put on is going to close it, so it'll be it'll bring the halves together. You can see the bridge. All right, let me flip her back over. So I wanted to show you guys the beacon a little bit better in the dark. So my friends, that is everything that we did for shipment number 24. And if you're following along with me, I hope your project is coming out great. If you're just watching my videos, thank you so much. Thank you for the kind comments. And until shipment number 25, I'll talk to you soon.